Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to talk about the match between Barcelona and Celta Vigo, because this is going to be a match that is going to be played tomorrow night. They are going to be playing much earlier than usual. And so what we are going to be doing in this video is talk about what did happen in the process of Barcelona bringing in Xavi Hernandez. And then after that, we will be talking about the match between Barcelona and Celta Vigo, where Barcelona again is going to be playing away from home. And look, Barcelona, they do want to exit away from this game with a win. Before the international break does start, we want to go into that break with a lot of confidence, because we know that by the time we do return, coming from that international break, Barcelona is going to look a lot different. And that is because of the arrival of Xavi Hernandez. Xavi Hernandez is officially going to be the next Barcelona coach. Al Sadd has already announced Xavi's departure, and so there is so much that we do have to discuss within today's video. But before we go into that topic, I do want to talk about the OneFootball app. The OneFootball app is considered as the best football app you could find within the App Store when it does come to the latest player news, team stats, player stats, any tournament that you do want to follow. It is all compact within the OneFootball app. And for those of you guys who are in the UK, you guys would also be able to see La Liga highlights if you guys are following either FC Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Valencia, Real Sociedad. If you guys are in the UK, you would be able to see those teams' highlights. And again, all of this is going to be compact within the OneFootball app. The link is going to be down in the description box down below. By clicking that link, you guys would also be able to support this YouTube channel. But now let's get back into the video. But again, let's first start with Xavi Hernandez's news. Now, as expected, right, there was going to be an agreement today no matter what. The main problem that was holding these negotiations from going into completion was the 5 million euros. And it does say here, according to Edu Polo, it has been decided that both Barcelona and Xavi Hernandez will equally pay half of the total compensation, which will be 5 million euros. Xavi will also recover what was owed to him in the future by doing various promotional events in Qatar. Now, I'm going to be very honest, I'm a little disappointed to hear this, to know that Al Sadd has made Barcelona and Xavi Hernandez pay a total of 5 million euros to that club, because if we look at the bigger picture of what has been going on in the past 4 days, Al Sadd did not really keep their word. Al Sadd has always said in the past 12 months or past year and a half that they were going to make Xavi's move to Barcelona an easy transition. But the only thing that we have been hearing coming from Al Sadd was they were very hesitant on letting him go in the middle of the season. They were asking for 5 million euros from Xavi and Barcelona, and they were also asking for a match to be played between Barcelona and Al Sadd, and potentially in Al Sadd. And so they wanted a big portion of this pie. And the worst thing from all of this is that Al Sadd actually allowed Xavi Hernandez to pay half of the 5 million euros. Like, yes, I understand that Barcelona could have easily paid the 5 million euros, but if Al Sadd knew that Barcelona were struggling and they knew that their solution was going to be for Xavi Hernandez to pay half of it, Al Sadd should have said, never mind, we're not going to charge the 5 million euros because we respect Xavi Hernandez. But that did not happen. Xavi Hernandez, as a matter of fact, he brought titles towards Al Sadd as a player and as a coach. As a matter of fact, he is winning more titles as a coach than as a player. And the fact that Al Sadd has let this go through and they let Barcelona and Xavi pay a total of 5 million euros, that is almost a lack of respect. But nonetheless, they have found the strength to come into a conclusion where Xavi Hernandez is going to be presented very, very soon as the coach of Barcelona. It is basically official. As of now, it has been said that the contracts are being drawn up. Xavi will be traveling to Barcelona tomorrow, which will be on Saturday, and then his presentation will be on Monday, where he will sign his contract until 2024. And then, as we can see here, there's pictures of him saying goodbye. They had a dinner. He was basically saying goodbye to every individual player. They were crying, and they were basically talking about how everything that has been going on in the past 24 hours, they were probably talking about the memories that they have had with each other. And then we saw Xavi basically leaving inside a car, saying goodbye again to the Al Sadd players. And so it's a sad moment, right, for us Barcelona fans and for the Al Sadd players and the coaches and for Xavi himself, because everybody knows that Xavi left a mark in Al Sadd. He knew that he left a mark of his football in this club, and hopefully, right, we can see Xavi do the exact same thing with Barcelona, leaving his mark, his brand of football within this club, because that is what we do expect. And there has been many questions that have been asked to me, and they were basically saying, what could we expect coming from Xavi Hernandez in his first 6 to 7 months? Like, sportingly, right, what could he be asking for? And the only thing that we have been hearing when it comes to him asking Barcelona what he wants would be a fast center back, a winger, and bringing back Ricard Bruna, who is one of the doctors that does work closely with Xavi. And he has also been a doctor that has worked with Barcelona before, back when Luis Enrique was in charge. And so you can just get a sense that Xavi is going to be demanding immediate changes, both sportingly, in the coaching staff, department, and just many other things that we probably do not even know about. So we are going to be making further videos in terms of what could Xavi Hernandez change in the starting 11, in the squad, who is he going to want to promote, who does he want to bring in his coaching staff. All of that is going to be discussed later down the line and hopefully next week. Now let's move on towards the game between Barcelona and Celta Vigo. Like I've said, this is going to be a very important match because right now Barcelona, they need to achieve the 3 points. We have done very poor in those first 6 to 7 matches. And in this match, since we are playing away, we have to come out with the best attitude, with the best approach. This is again going to be considered as the last match we are going to be playing before we get into the international break. Now, if we look at the squad list here, Pedri is not in the squad list, Piqué is not in the squad list, and unfortunately, we do not have Dembele in the squad list. Pedri is going to be out for the next 8 days. He will be returning before the international break is over. Gerard Piqué is currently injured. He will be out for about 2 weeks, and Dembele is going to be out for about 2 weeks and a half, and he will be available before the international break is over. But this squad in general, they are good enough to bring a great result, because if we look at Celta Vigo, they have only won 3 games in this season, and they are considered as one of the worst teams in La Liga to be creating goals per match. So in the end, we want to see a team tomorrow night that dominates the possession, a team that creates, a team that can be very lethal up front, a team that can move the ball very quickly. And Sergi Barjuan has also said during the press conference that he wants to command this game. He wants to command the ball, dominate the opposition. And if we want to see a Barcelona team that dominates possession, that can create, that can be very lethal up front, there's only a specific starting 11 that can actually do this from this squad list. And so here's going to be my predicted starting 11 that we could see going up against Celta Vigo. We're going to be seeing Ter Stegen in goal. Our defensive line is going to be Jordi Alba on the left, Garcia and Araujo as the center back duo, and Mingueza as the right back. As for the midfield, we could see Busquets, Frenkie, and Nico. As for the front three, we could see Demir on the right wing, Memphis as the striker or maybe as the left winger, and then Ansu Fati as the left winger or maybe as the striker, either or. But I do want to make a few points regarding this starting 11 because first of all, with Araujo, right? I understand that Araujo may or may not start in this game because we have seen Araujo get injured for a good amount of days. In the previous game, he has only played about 25 minutes, and so I would not be surprised if we see Lenglet and Garcia starting as the center back duo within that defensive line. As for Mingueza, the only reason why I have placed Mingueza there and not Serginho Dest, it is because Serginho Dest has also encountered an injury during the training sessions. He does have lower back pain, and so we will not be seeing Dest start or be in the squad list for tomorrow night. Then I want to move on towards the midfield because the one player that has really impressed us the most, it has been Nico Gonzalez. Nico Gonzalez has been someone that I would actually prefer at this very moment over Xavi, and the only reason why I am saying that is because right now it is very important for the evolution of Nico Gonzalez to play in every minute, to play in every game, to continue to get better, because Xavi, we know that he will eventually be in the starting 11, but as of now, it is important for Nico to mature as a player, because when that new coach does come in, which is Xavi Hernandez, we are going to start to see the transition of Busquets moving away from the starting 11. After this season is over, we are going to be seeing Busquets basically take that step down, and the one player that would be able to replace Busquets in that position, which will be the central defensive midfield position, it would be Nico Gonzalez. So once we do have Nico Gonzalez in that position and fully matured, then we can introduce back Pedri or Xavi or Frenkie, whoever wants to play in those interior roles. But as of now, for these next 2 or 3 months, we could see Nico Gonzalez and Frenkie as the main interiors. And if you guys were to ask me, Kevin, who would you prefer, Frenkie de Jong in the central defensive midfield position or Nico Gonzalez? I would say Nico Gonzalez. The only reason why I would pick Nico over Frenkie in that position is because of this. Nico is someone who is very physical. He is someone who can cover a lot of ground. He is someone who understands the positioning of that position. Like, he knows exactly where to move, what positions and areas to take care of. And Frenkie is someone who I would say is much better on the ball compared to Nico Gonzalez. Is Nico Gonzalez on the ball very great? Yes, we have talked about that before. But when it comes to Frenkie, he is world class. I think that he can do so much more on the ball and within a attacking position. We want to see Frenkie de Jong as the interior and Nico as a central defensive midfielder in the future. And then as for the front three, I do want to talk about Youssef Demir. Youssef Demir is someone that I believe should be starting. I have no idea why Demir has been neglected in the past 3 months. He is a player that can complement Ansu Fati. If there was one duo that can come close to Dembele and Ansu Fati's partnership and their duo, it would be Ansu Fati and Demir. Demir is someone who can stretch the defensive line. He is someone who can cut in. He is also someone who can dribble the ball, someone who continues to penetrate through the defense, and we want to see that coming from Demir. If Barcelona want to come out with goals and have the most chances created, Youssef Demir and Ansu Fati have to start in that front three alongside Memphis Depay. But that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona daily news and pre-match preview. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.